Hey, what's up, guys? Little man with a big opinion here. Today's video, I'm going to talk about preparing for the election. So, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hit the subscribe button and share this video with your friends and family. It's a little late for saying this, but I would say if you have the capability of going to vote early in the day, I would definitely do that. I would also say prepare yourself to maybe not know the results Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning. A lot of stuff that I'm seeing, I've heard someone say as far out as Saturday. Um, some states are going to get counted very quickly and very normal, and other states are going to take a while. I would say the biggest thing that you should worry about when it comes to prepping is the potential for political unrest, political violence, um, you know, maybe some light altercations. But I'm going to make a video, based off of the results, you know, what you should kind of be preparing for moving forward. Uh, there's a lot of anxiety right now. There's a lot of, you know, hoping and worrying based off of however you plan on voting. Um, I don't think it really matters which side you're voting for. Best case scenarios are, you know, Trump wins massively or Harris wins massively. I think the closer it gets to being, like, worst case scenario is a 270 to 268. That's really going to get a lot of people riled up. And regardless of, the politics, I feel like if the Democrats win, we might have some more, you know, worrying stuff when it comes to the economy. And even if the Republicans win, I still feel like, the first little bit, there might be some hiccups with the economy. Uh, Either way, you should still be continuing your prepping. I'll use the word civil war just because that's, the big talking point. I really don't see it happening any way that the last one did, where it's a state on state thing. It's definitely going to be a lot more localized problems. It can even if you're in a town of 5,000 people, let's say the town votes 70-30, they might sit it out. You might have a localized conflict going on in your town. Then you spread it out, in your small region, and maybe it's, 65-35. And so you've got the small issues going on, and then, the larger thing happening there. And, it's, I've war gamed the scenario a lot, and it almost seems like your best bet is to, you know, bug in and focus on yourself. So that's why I think it's still super important to, you know, continue to stack to the rafters. Whatever your, weekly budget for prepping is, continue to do that, because we really don't know when a conflict will happen. Uh, and there's a lot of what ifs. You can't really tell by the polling. You can't really tell by the early voting. We're really in this weird period where, I can almost say for certain there is going to be, some level of violence, some level of unrest. It might not affect, those people in a suburban or rural area. It might only affect the urban area. It might be something that lasts a few days and, they get their steam out and it's, injuries but not deaths. It could be something very similar to, the autonomous zones that got set up that goes on for months where deaths happened. And, there's no way of knowing if there's going to be a single autonomous zone set up or 100. There's no way of, knowing if someone's acting in a lone wolf scenario in your area, or if a small group gets involved that's 10 or 15, or if it's going to turn into, a few dozen started something and it, you know, avalanches into several hundred or several thousand people. I was reading in the news, there are several states that have National Guard on standby. DC has apparently been boarded up and they're, bracing for impact. A lot of, local police forces, overtime is already approved. Everyone's on the clock, and they're bringing out all the stops. Not just with the law enforcement, but also with fire departments and EMS and things like that. There is a much greater increase on poll watchers and what's his name? Can't remember the guy's name. He's got over 200 citizen reporters that are videoing poll places. James O'Keefe. There's going to be a lot of rallying and pushing to get out to vote. There's too many what if scenarios to really war game the entire thing. I would say your overall best bet is, if you've already voted, go to work, get through your day and go sit in your house and relax. If you haven't voted, do it as soon as you can. As soon as you're done, go sit in your house and relax. I plan on keeping up with the news tomorrow. I've already told work probably won't be there on Wednesday. Gonna stay up till 2 or 3, see what kind of indications we have the night before. But I think I'm going to read a book, play some video games, talk with some friends, and we'll see how it goes. But with that being said, let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts on this. If you voted, sweet. Leave your suggestions and hit the subscribe button. I can at least say with the prepping stuff, I'm not going to stop regardless of who's in office. Depending on who's in office, there might be increases on certain categories or more emphasis on this thing or that thing. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So go vote, make your voice heard, and stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.